Welcome to the QCS Talk Show Series 2022. This is a series where we collate the industry issues, take it to our expert to get their opinion and suggestions. And today we are very happy to launch another series on emotional intelligence. And I'd like to welcome our host and my good friend, Howard Farfel. Howard is the CEO of TalentSmartEQ. TalentSmartEQ is a major provider of EQ-based assessments and training program based out of US. Before we start, I'd like to have Howard give a quick introduction about himself.
Well, thank you, Sunil. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Howard Farfel. I have been with TalentSmartEQ for a little more than 2 years as CEO, and have been in the leadership development business for almost 20 years. Just have a passion for studying leadership skills and how to develop those skills, and really fell in love with and started to notice the impact of emotional intelligence increasingly becoming kind of a force in workplaces. And so at TalentSmart, we are focused 100% on emotional intelligence and helping organizations and individuals develop those skills. So look forward to chatting to you about it.
Yeah, thank you, Howard, for joining. Let me get straight into the topic, emotional intelligence, EQ, as we call it. This has become very popular these days, especially in the pandemic. We saw this becoming very important in job roles. So I'm going to ask the first question, which says EQ has become very popular over the last decade, right? Can you explain a little bit on what it is and why is it become so popular?
Sure. A lot of people hear the term EQ and don't quite understand what it means. It's certainly been trending over the last, 5 to 10 years as it becomes more understood. And you're right. I think the pandemic and the challenges in the virtual workplace made kind of the human connection even more of a challenge and even more important. And so to understand emotional intelligence, it's really simply kind of the recognizing, understanding, and managing one's emotions and the impact that has on yourself as well as those around you. And it really gets at the core of the human interaction at work, which is where we're focused. But everything that we talk about then has parallel impact for personal relationships you have at home or with your friends and family. But it's really understanding there's a lot of self-awareness to it and understanding those things that trigger you in a good way or not so good way, and how to manage your responses, how to think about listening differently, how to be more aware of those around you, and kind of reading your audience is all part of the emotional intelligence skill set.
Yeah, very well said, Howard, because managing self, managing others is a very critical part in building relationship with self as well as team. And I think that has a very different take, especially in these time when we are all virtually trying to work together in teams. So thank you for the answer.